I have two-stage arming set up on my Taranis. Stage 1 is the left and back switch, which is the pre-launch switch.
Pre-launch.
And stage 2 is the momentary switch on the right hand side.
Motor armed.
The motor is now armed. To disarm, I turn off the left hand switch.
Motor disabled.
If the throttle is not 0, the quad will not arm.
Pre-launch. Pre-launch.
Throttle 0 now.
Motor armed. Motor disabled.
The right hand momentary switch is also the buzzer. So if the quad is disarmed, operating this switch will operate the buzzer.
Buzzer. Buzzer. Buzzer. Motor disabled.
I've got the logical switches 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 set up as shown. Logical switch 7 is active, is on, only if the throttle is at 0. Logical switch 8 comes on if I've got the arm switch activated and I then operate the
Motor armed.
enable switch. 8 comes on then and is active. Logical switch 9
Motor disabled.
comes on and becomes active if I return the arm switch back to unarmed. Logical switch 10 is active if the arm switch is activated and I operate the enable switch. So logical switch 10
Motor armed.
comes on and stays on if I get logical switch 8 flashing on, which I do if I've got the arm switch operated and I operate momentarily the enable switch. So logical switch 8 comes on as I operate the enable switch, and logical switch 10 comes on and stays on if 8 and 9 if 8 comes on, if the logical switch 8 comes on. Logical switch 9 now will reset the sticky logical switch 10. So logical switch 9 comes on if I return, I'll just get back on, if I return the arm switch to 0, to normal. Logical switch 9
Motor disabled.
comes on and it resets the logical switch 10 sticky. Now logical switch 11 comes on if I have the arm switch disabled and I operate the temporary switch here, which is also the buzzer. So if the quad isn't armed, and I operate the momentary switch there, I get logical switch 11 on.
Buzzer.
And I've got a logical switch
Buzzer.
11 giving a verbal indication
Buzzer.
that the buzzer is operating. On the inputs screen, I have the arm set to logical switch 10 and the buzzer set to logical switch 11. In the special functions, I have logical switch 10 playing the motor armed track.
Motor armed.
When logical switch 10 is turned off, it plays the motor disabled track.
Motor disabled.
Coming down the page, and we've got logical switch 11 playing the buzzer track, so if the motor is disarmed, the momentary switch will play the buzzer track.
Buzzer. Buzzer.
And logical switch 9 is set up to play the pre-launch track, which is the first stage of arming.
Pre-launch.
And of course, if I then do the stage 2 arming,
Motor armed.
I play the motor armed track. Turning off,
Motor disabled.
there we are.